Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the VG Pierce. I'll be coming at you with a gameplay review of Halcyon 6 Starbase Commander, and this is going to be developed by the people of Massive Damage Inc. And so this is a space strategy RPG game with base building and crew management aspects, where each playthrough that you have will deal with a new randomly generated derelict station, surrounding galaxy, crew recruits, and even alien factions. That's right, so every time you say lose the game, which you could possibly do, then you will actually be able to have a whole new system, a whole new layout, everything. And that is a really wonderful thing about this game. And if you asked me what I thought about this game, I would give this one 3 enthusiastic thumbs up. And if you had to ask me where the third thumb's coming from, anyways, so let's go ahead and jump straight into it. I'm going to load up my game because it's just easier that way to kind of show you more or less where I'm at and can show you all the aspects instead of just kind of running through it in the beginning. So here we are, and as you can see here, it looks a little bit all muddled, but this is going to be the whole space area. And like I said in the beginning, this is all going to be randomly generated, so it's not going to be here. Look, this is my Federation space here, the new Federation and the new Terran Federation, and this is going to be the big circle that I have, and I'm starting off at the right side. But each time you play, you can start off in the middle, you can start off at the top, doesn't matter. But here is going to be the different factions that pop up. These are the different alien factions that kind of just show up, and then there they'll just kind of talk to you and give you kind of unique storytelling aspects. The wonderful thing about this game as well is that it takes some of the roots from, Star Trek, The Next Generation, comes a little bit from Firefly, and heck, it even shows in some of the crew members' names. And I'll show you that in just a moment. For right now, though, here is what you're going to be looking at, and we're going to jump into the Starbase. Now, here is going to be the management sim that you'll be kind of looking at. A little bit XCOM-ish, I guess, but what you'll be noticing that's going to be different is that, yeah, well, okay, I guess it is a little bit more like XCOM, because when you build it, you have to construct the room, and then this is going to be the area. You have to explore it and kind of clear out whatever it may be. You just don't know, because this is a derelict star system, or a star space station, so you just don't know what's behind the rubble. And so you guys have to go and clear it out, and it really depends on what level you are. So here, this is the ruin section, must be cleared out before anything is built here, and it does take a certain amount of time to do that. And now the different things you'll be seeing is going to be the ship management. Here are going to be all my different ships that I'll have, and you do start off with the first couple of ships there, or first 3 ships, and then you'll be able to go and purchase more ships by actually researching here on the Tech Research Archives. As you can see, a huge bit of things to discover and research, but there you do need to go and unlock each one and then be able to build it using all of the different materials you're going to have. So at the top right here, you'll notice that this is all going to be the different aspects that you need to spend in order to make stuff. Some require extra crew members. I don't know why you spend crew members, but there you have it. And materials, and then you have dark matter, and then fuel definitely is needed for this game as well. So we're going to take a look at the ship construction. So these are the different types. And as I said, you start off with, I believe, just one, as I recall, because it's been so long since I've actually played from the beginning. I've played almost about 15 hours worth already. And, oh man, this is so much fun. Definitely. Now, I will say that it kind of drags on a little bit towards the end game. It's a little bit grindy, but, I mean, it's just still a joy. There's a lot of things that you need to go and get and build. As you can see here, the cost just requires dark matter and 100 crew. Like I said, you spend crew members. I don't know where they go, but that's where it is. I guess it's made into the ship. That's the crew that's required to actually man the ships. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a look at the ships themselves here. And we're gonna jump in and look at my own ships. As you can see here, this is gonna be my Acolyte ship, pretty much the healer type or the support type ship. And they do require a commander, each one of them, so I can remove the officer and put in a higher level one if I want to. This is actually my lower leveled one. And here, this is going to have the crew. Now, they don't start off with any crew, as kind of denoted by, I think, one of these ships here that I have. And I do have a little beef here. Like, to drag this little bitty bar. What the heck? Alright, so oh, I'm missing it right there. Look at that. So here, when you start off, I have no elite crew, and the traits there, just gonna have a couple of traits. But the more you level up, like this rogue, this one's kind of leveled up there, and this one has the enforcer trait, scrapper trait, but it also has that elite crew, and as you can see here, crewman Kaylee, and then petty officer Sulo, and then ensign Ducard. So stuff like that there, kind of yells back and screams, you know, the Star Trek Next Generation, and also some Firefly action there as well. So oh man, takes me all the way back, guys, all the way freaking back. There's the tech research tree, and then the officer quarters. So this is where you'll actually be able to see all of your officers. Here's Isolde, Freehold, and each one, as I said before, when you play through this game, they're all going to be a little bit different from one another. When you have another playthrough, you're going to have different types of officers as well. Here, Isolde actually has an epic skill point that I can skill up, but if I go to, say, Tiberia here, Tiberia Iglesia, then you'll notice that, hey, wait, she doesn't have an epic to actually level up. And so these are kind of differences here. So that is the legendary officers that you kind of talk about here. So Zolf Maddox isn't less legendary officer, and Sam Carter here is not a legendary officer. So there's these kind of little variations, as well as their skills. They all gonna have something a little bit more different from one another. Just one or two here, but still it's enough of a difference to actually matter in who you take in your fights. And there are going to be plenty of that for sure. So much to manage, so much to put in there. So here I am going to be, let's say you want to put in this officer here. Let's go ahead and get passive repair for, I'm going to add this officer, and then after that I could go and stick in Tiberia Iglesia. It looks 8 days for that. I don't know if that's going to be the best thing. I think engineer. So each person actually makes a difference in the time estimate. You just don't throw somebody in there and then, oh, okay, you know, they'll fix it up. No, it actually matters on what kind of officer they are. As you can see, the engineering actually does better. And oh, look at that. It's the engineering for the ships here. The tactical officer she's not going to do as well as Valencia, you know, or as Isolde here in trying to fix up the passive repair here in 3 days. So I can confirm this up, and I can start this going. And as you can see there, it has 3 days remaining. But you know what though? I need her to go and show you guys how to fight. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So here, the exclamation point shows that, hey, there's something for me to kind of take care of. Now, if there's nothing going on with them, that means that it's ready for the fuel here to get picked up. So each little planet, you'll find out a little bit later on in the solar system that you unlock every so often that you go. You don't start off unlocking everything. No, you have to go by one, free them up, and then after that you'll be able to claim the resources. But here, this one does fuel, this one does dark matter, this one does materials. So early on, I actually had a little bit of a trouble because I kind of RNG'd that I had a little bit less of a crew. I didn't open up this crew until a little bit later on, so I was actually stoppered there for a little while. I had loads of fuel though, because these two popped up, and then the material and the dark matter popped up here, but otherwise I couldn't really get anything going. So let's go ahead and send the fleet there, and you can name your fleet. So let's go ahead and get Alpha Squadron out there. So we're going to send them to that fuel area, and as you can see there, okay, we're going to transfer 25 fuel. And then look, if I was worried about them getting attacked or whatever, I can actually evacuate the facility, get them out of there, get the crew members, and then leave the system. But we're not going to do that. We're going to allow them to stay there so that they can continue on creating the fuel, and then I just keep coming by whenever these exclamation points pop up, and then I go and pick up the dark matter or what have you. So I'm going to transfer 203 here, and looks like there's really no, it's unlimited capacity basically. So whatever I pick up is whatever I'm going to keep. So I'm going to leave the system. Now the funny thing here is that the fuels, it'll count right away, but the dark matter and the materia and the crew I have to bring back to my home base. So I have 200 dark matter on my Alpha Squadron fleet, and we're going to go and jump this guy right here. So this is actually going to be a little bit more of a difficult fight. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so this is how you go and get into a fight. We're going to start this combat right here. And now this is going to be all turn-based fighting. So here I'm going to go and put my protective field around my guys from the onset. Make sure my guys are okay. And then as you can see, it's all turn-based. Now, when they get to 0 life, they do have a chance of living if they get healed. But if they get hit one more time, then they're going to die. And I really like that aspect. I really like that aspect. That means that if I just get RNG'd and, you know, the bad guys all concentrate on one ship, then no problemo. They can just get themselves out of difficulties and be alright. Let's go ahead and hit this guy up. Now each one of the maneuvers does something a little bit different. So it does damage, and then on top of that it has a chance to do crew panic, 75% chance, and then does a hull breach as well. So these are the kind of things you have to look out for and kind of think about in the strategy of what you're doing. So here I'm going to go ahead and do warp atomic structure, and that does reduce the things down 100% in evasion. So that is the reason why I'm putting that on early, so that my next attacks will pretty much land, and landing my shots is always going to be a good idea. And these are going to be the main bad guys there. Basically it's going to be these cruels there, and everybody else, they might fight you, but more often than not, they're just gonna come by and just more or less make fun of you and then walk away. It's, you know, the story is actually quite funny, I'd say, a little bit funny. All right, so let's go ahead and get the sabotage going. So I want to sabotage here. Yes, there we go. And then now the ship is taking 150% base damage over 4 rounds. So now he'll be a little bit easier to strike and take more damage from my attacks, and that's always great, especially if I crit. So let's go ahead and hit him there. 121, so not really a big of a deal here. I'm gonna go ahead and repair up my engineering weapon here. And each one of these ships, actually, like I said earlier, kind of does something different. So here, this is the ship. This is the tactical ship that will go and attack and do a lot of damage here. And this engineering ship really is kind of like your tank of your crew here. And then, like I said before, this is the healer type of your group. Alright, so since I do have a finite amount of heals, you really want to wait for the best time to actually do your heals. You don't want to do it too early. And yeah, this is actually about starting to get looking like time now, but here we're gonna go try to take him out. 328 left. Oh, they're really working on him. Let's go ahead and put my field up, and as you can see here, this is going to be the turn rounds. So my tactical officer is going to go next, and then after that it will be whoever this monster's picture is, so the cruel defiler here. So let's go ahead and make sure that he is not going to act. I'm going to do my suicide run, and my suicide run does damage and has a chance of disabling the ship, but it also has a chance to disable my own ship, so it's kind of a risk there, but it actually worked out there. I crit and was able to save my guy for now. So let's go ahead and continue on the barrage. My guy is really low on life here, so let's go ahead and give him the heal. Why not? And also heal this hull breach, that bleeder there. And there you go. And like I said, the heals are actually pretty good in this game. Keeps me in it. Oh, I needed the sabotage there. Oh, look at that. He crit me. Freaking bastard. Alright, so I'm going to try to do a ship disable on him. And that really worked out well. Extremely well for me. Let's go ahead and continue on the onslaught. And we're going to get the warp atomic structure. And then that's basically it for the turn-based battles here. And look at these nice... I love the drawings here. The artwork is really sublime. I like it a lot. It's just, you know, it's nothing too fancy, nor is it nothing... It's still pretty good to look at here, I'd say. Continue on and do it. I don't really like doing spread attacks too much. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and continue on. I still have my heal over time here, so I'm still okay-ish. Alright, so let's go ahead and put more heals here. Alright, so my guy, nano restoration field. Get that going. Boom, boom, boom. And like I said, this is going to be a little bit more of a difficult opponent, so this is why it's taking me a little bit longer time to take him down, but he is about to get killed, right? Freaking now. This should hit him for 300 at the least. There we go. 300. Booyah. You're dead. Wipe yourself off. You're dead. So we're going to sabotage him again. Now he's taking 150% damage. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and get the protective field going. It does reduce their attacks by 25%. And now we are going to do the harpoon. Has a chance to do a hull breach, but no. That's okay. He's already got the hull breach going already, so no big deal here. Ah, yes. So far, so good. And boy, ever since I started playing this game, I could not stop playing it. I can't believe how good this game is. Oh man, I love this. Weapons disrupted. All right, let's go ahead and continue on the hits. I still got my heal over time on my guy. I will say that some of these animations is a little bit too long for my liking. Here we go, and suicide smash. Ship disabled as well as taking 183. Perfect. Let's go ahead, finish him off, and then after that, claim victory and spoils. All right, let's go ahead. No, he's already down for the count. Let's just do the flat cannon. He's almost down. 200 left. 2 more hits and he's gone. Ooh, he's got 1 life. We've got 1 life. 121, a little bit of overkill. So after that, you get the battles 1, 283, 584 dark matter. Make it so, number 1. Nice. I love these achievements. Alright, so here, now the next thing I'm going to show you, and this is the reason why I chose that fight, is here, there's a different type of turn-based battle. So there is a ground battles as well. So when you're going through the ships and clearing out the rubble, most of the time it happens there. But here, I'm actually attacking their little starbase that was floating around. So now, I get to deploy all my officers, and then I heal this guy up before we go in there. And now we're going to deploy it. Now, if I had more officers than that, then I would be able to take them out. But for right now, I can't, and that's alright. So let's go ahead and get the battle stems up, and that increases my speed. But it also makes me a little bit more vulnerable to attack. But actually, I think I got the next level up, which kind of got rid of that. So let's go ahead and just take down the guy in the front, you know, because, you know, he's just asking for it. He's just standing out there in front like, hey, come by and hit me. Alright, so and I will hit you. I could heal myself. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to heal myself. And I'll get rid of the bleeders there as well. That's going to be good enough. And I still have a couple of guys here that's going to act. So I'm going to do a little bit of a transfusion here. And that's not going to really hit him for too much, but that does help me heal up. So there we go. I took away the bleeder as well from there. And we're just going to go and smack them down with my knives. And like I said, these turn-based battles not going to be any more different, but they are different in the respect that if you are going to be playing this, it's not going to be just all ship battles. It's going to be the ground-based and the ship battles. They're still going to be, you know, the same-ish, but still, it definitely is a nice little change of pace. Precision shot. Take that. And like I said, when each attack has their own little exploit, their own little things that they could do so that you can be alright and be able to inflict these things. So he's confused here, so minus 100 evasion, he's bleeding, and the transfusion is healing me up a little bit by little. And there we go, throw that in there. Oh, he resisted my attack, but that's okay. He's gonna be dead in the next bit here. Let's go ahead and take him out. We're not even gonna wait for that bleeder to tick. Let's just take him out right here, right now. So like I said here, same thing for the ground battles as well. So when they get reduced down to 0, they have 1 more chance to live. You gotta heal them up. If not, then the next blow will kill them. So you really gotta watch out for that. Drone takedown there, and now that will put minus 10% damage resistance, so he'll be dying a little bit faster to my blade. 59 and bleeding. This guy, he's ramming into me like, what the heck? He did expose me, so minus 10%. Let's go ahead and get the battle stems going some more. Yeah, it pretty much haste my guys here, and I'll be able to act way more often than the baddies here. He confused my whole guy, so all my guys has no evasion now, but not like they were dodging before. I mean, come on, man. Why didn't you guys dodge? Let's go ahead and try to blind him. It's a low percentage shot, but I mean, I did it. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. Low percentage. Oh, he evaded it. And yes, those bastards can evade as well. I noticed this guy likes to evade a little bit more at the end when he's about to die. Maybe it's just me, but that is how it looks to me, at least. All right, let's take him out. And man, I think 2 more hits should do it, I think. If not, 1 more. Okay, maybe the bleeder might take him out. Maybe. Okay, he's doing something. He's doing something. He's turtling up. Oh, he's turtling up. It looks like a turtle. I guess I see it now. Alright, let's just go ahead and do Shell Shock. Take him out. Alright. Nice. Look at them. They're like, oh, look at this orange blood. It's so cool. I love that. I really do. Alright, so he's turtled up. He's taking less damage. I mean, I don't know why they do this, because it's like increased damage resistance, but he's just postponing the inevitable at this point. Alright, we confused them. Let's go ahead and bleed them now. You're just stalling, man. You're just stalling it out. It's okay, though. It's okay. I don't blame you for turtling up. I turtle up, too. I would turtle up too. Get the German takedown. Hit him down here. Alright. Let's try to get the bleeders going. At least get the bleeders. I don't know. I don't know if I can get... Now, if you right-click them, it does say, okay, resistant against physical, but vulnerable against biological. So, that's too bad. My tactical officer here is actually all physical. I believe. Here's mechanical. Yeah, I don't have anything. Oh well. Whatever. Let's just continue on with the hurt. This is physical, and this is also physical. So everything I have is actually weak against this turtle, but that's okay. He's turtled up. He's running out of health. I do have the psionic attack, I guess. Let's go ahead and continue. Psionic attack. 27. That's weak. Look how long this turtling's going on. Alright, it's alright. It's alright though. I will take you down, sir. 54 on that. Alright, 2 more hits. This is only going to hit like for 20, I think. Oh, 37. Okay, great, great. Well, he'll get his little attack first. That's alright. Take him down. 35. Oh, look at that. I love that. Alright, and you don't get quite as many rewards as you do in the Starship, but that's alright. So now we did take down the little base, and that's it. So right now I'm pretty much holding serve at the moment. My guys is going to go and level up, and as you see there, they kind of randomly gain a little bit there, 10% extra, a little bit of a damage right there. And yes, objective is complete. Sweet. So my guys do level up. Let's go ahead and get the view profile here, and as you can see there, I can level up all of these stuff. I can't level up this for some reason. Oh, because I haven't leveled up the second one here. Okay, so as you can see, so these top skills are the ship skills, and at the bottom is going to be all the skills that you need when you're on foot. So it's kind of makes a difference if you are going to be choosing that for the bottom or top, because you don't know what you're going to need next. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to augment this. No, you know what? I'm going to augment my ship power. Let's go ahead and get to my broadside salvo to level 3. Awesomeness. Oh, yeah. And then these guys also level 10. Alright, so level 10 actually unlocks a lot of stuff for me. And that is pretty much it here, guys. Oh, wow. If you guys haven't checked out Halcyon 6 Starbase Commander, I definitely say yes. 3 enthusiastic thumbs up. Plenty of action. Plenty of things to build up. Plenty of ways to go. And like I said, if you do end up dying horribly, no problem, just start it up again and you'll get a whole new star system. And with that, guys, this is the VG Pierce. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Please join me for some more. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.